When the older person is a fear of losing a family member because of reporting elder abuse, we're seeing that in some of our findings, for example, from this project. There's this fear of authority that some ethnic groups may have, and that prevents them from reporting mistreatment. There's the lack of knowledge of what's going to happen if I do report it to this person who's my
Mm-hmm.
family member, but also to myself as an older person who depends on this individual. So sometimes
Mm-hmm.
an adult is far more likely to risk their own safety than to risk the unknown of what's going to happen to them or the family member that is mistreating them.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the things that really came out in some of the findings from the research.
Interesting. And I suspect that, multi-generational housing, having multi-generations live under one roof just complicates things even further.
Absolutely. And this goes back to the dependence, right? I would
Hmm.
talk to some ethnic community members and I would say, what would the what would one of the reasons be, or one of the main reasons that would you share with us that would prevent a person from reporting a mistreatment? And in addition, of course, to, well, this is my son or this is my family
Hmm.
member. Right. How can I do that to them? And the shame that may bring to me and my family and the community will start talking, for example. Not all of people, would mention these things, but there is that concern about reputation and pride, but also it's what's going to happen to me. I'm brought here by my adult child. I live under their roof, especially if they don't have access to any form of support or benefit for older people yet. Right, because they haven't been long enough in Canada, that financial dependency is huge. And so they would say to
Hmm.
me, if we were to report it, would you provide me with accommodation? Would the government provide me with financial assistance and support? And if the answer is no, then I'm not going to report it because at least I have a roof under my head and food on the table.
Yeah, exactly. That becomes very complex and scary for that individual